kuti mobona Kasibo yedu ndio yeye mwaswika. So kana muri mwaswika so twashaiwa milomo minjika sakasa yokuti tashaiwa kuti tonjina poni nokunakirwa chete. Ndashaiwa bakurana bangu, ndashaiwa ndotangira poni kunakiwa bubodo kuwoka ndiro shaiwa kundotangira poni. Mose bakurana bangolo muri mwimu ngobona unoshaiwa kundotangira poni ndazo kunakirwa chete. Munobona Kasibo wedu ishawi bodo linotupevura time yose December titeke vura pakarepo. Titeke vura tinwane ngobe jedu pakarepo atongo koma taboka kasa peshaweli ndilo shawire deli Kasibo yeli shawiyedi lakabapere vura kupera ngati kuperejo kwakabakoma kubasopa ya pamwe ni picture yenja ye picture ye ya mugeni pano mire undo shaba akuja kabeli no buhwa kwakabapya ingombe jakabenwa na suo tatanga kushika pakale pa fry paka kwa bakirwa vere ivra ino buda pasi pakale pa duze ne banana ye ivini banana kutori biga kwakale kusheteleka kuti ha ivra yopa amugwe ivra possible ipo yopa but ivindi ngobige banana zuno taso zuno banchara toso abeti kwa banana kwenda ne.
After 3 years 2023 it's now like this. This tree, you can look at the features, it's the same tree as this one. So this is what it is like. And when she was saying now they can't even go there, they've testimony, someone saw a snake, a big snake. So they're saying they rarely go there. But they also have a project in there of beekeeping. And they are working with the Agri-Tech Extension Officer to try and grow it further. Yeah.
Elizabeth Isvanda ndichamupa lungano lwe garden ya ulufupi. I garden ye takatanga kulima 2017 muna November takatanga kulima tilima ma butternut, sugar beans ne carrots tosovigavo nemilivo imwe rosiyana-siyana. Akare garden yedu kuvuka i2 hectares tina matanki ari 2 tine 30,000 liters ne 10,000 liters. Then each member tine 21 mabeds. Garden yeyi muti banja kasa. Tinososhingisa kuti tingotengesa towane mari yokunda ku clinic yokuna tine clinic yedu iko kule tokwenda 26 kilometers. So garden muti banja kwana mari transport ne mari yokubhadalira vana school fees. Akale toso donate avo takava donatira St. Patrick Hospital ne beans takavapa 40 kg of beans. Akale toso banja yomuno mu community vana vechikolo kana vapiwa kulia ne government toso donate avo tasenga kuchikolo. Tina zumwezo tinososhangana nazo ma challenge mashoma sezwa mbweni mabatanati edu kuna mashoko anosotinungira mabatanati koga toso kweja kulinda so mwati yabona toso linda tichinchana akale ne jo bati kujo toso sika kasa toso kimbija ku reporta vesha ko jitata tavoka kasa
if damas madam now I too any depends on the so a month it's about 15,000 cubic meters. The other depends is about 10,000 cubic meters. So siyabonga kuNkulunkulu wasinika iwe.
These remarks Your Excellency has represented, allow me to express my deep gratitude and appreciation to the Kasibo community. Their efforts have put all of us as a province on the development map with Zimbabwe and the globe. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me also to express our deepest gratitude as a province to be accorded yet another honor to host the upcoming 5th meeting of the Conference of Parties on Wetlands in Victoria Falls as scheduled. Distinguished guests, this is indeed a befitting honor we will embrace with all hands. Once again, welcome to Martinov and especially Kasibo to this momentous occasion. To Alumba Logo, Siabonga, Tatenda.
Traditional leaders play a crucial role in sustaining wetlands management by acting as custodians of their communities' natural resources, utilizing their cultural authority to enforce conservation practices, educate community members about wetlands' importance, mediate conflicts, and regarding wetland use, and serve as a bridge between local communities and government agencies to ensure effective wetland management strategies are implemented. Distinguished guests, traditional leaders derive their authority from the Traditional Leaders Act, Chapter 29, colon 17. According to this act, traditional leaders include village heirs, headmen, and chiefs. All these leaders have an important role in safeguarding and protecting the environment in the areas of jurisdiction provided by the act I've already alluded to. Traditional leaders are pillars upon which the protection of natural resources can be achieved. Honorable Minister, ladies and gentlemen, wetlands restorations through nature-based solutions exemplifies how natural-based solutions can boost biodiversity, and benefit society. Wetlands restoration is our best hope for mitigating and adapting to climate change impacts as they provide very valuable services. Kasibo Integrated Catchment Management Project, as we have right through heard, is a typical example of how communities must take care and benefit from their wetlands to fight climate change effects and benefit from range of livelihoods projects. Honorable Minister, ladies and gentlemen, central to sustainable wetlands conservation is indigenous knowledge systems, which is perceived to be a knowledge that is unique to a given culture or society. It creates the basis for local level decision making in preservation, education, and natural resource management. Traditional leaders are custodians of indigenous knowledge systems. We play a pivotal role in the way our natural resources are managed, particularly these days when mass consumption patterns have had a devastating effect on the environment. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, indigenous knowledge is an important ingredient for development, but is grossly underutilized, as has been alluded to by the village head of Kasibo community back in the 1960s. Kasibo wetland was crystal as it was conserved through traditional norms and values and many taboos spelled out by the traditionalists.
Minister Mchinguri, Your Excellency, Minister of Environment and Climate, Dr. Nyoni, all protocols observed. And because I come from two royal houses, one from Amakosa, where my peoples are from, my mother's peoples, and also from the Bemba in northern Zambia, Your Royal Highnesses, the word culture is very critical in the text of the convention. Culture was included in 1971 when this convention was born. Happy World Wetlands Day. I am deeply honored to be here in Kasibo. What I saw today is something that I have talked about since I took this role in 2022. The power and the importance of wetlands. What we saw this morning here in Kasibo speaks to my heart. Because firstly, most of the wetland spaces I have visited, when there is a drought, what we experienced last year, the impacts are felt mostly by women and children. I have been blown away. The government of Zimbabwe has 7 Ramsar sites. And truly, even when we talk about wise use, what we saw today is the power of wise use in a space that is not even a Ramsar site, but because the traditional role and power of people to protect, not just for themselves, but for the environment as well. I am excited that the government of Zimbabwe will be hosting COP15 from the 23rd to the 31st of July on the edge of the 7th wonder of the world, the Mosi Otunya. We are bringing the world to Zimbabwe. The world has a lot to learn from your ways of life. You also have a lot to exchange with them to understand the power of these beautiful and exquisite ecosystems called wetlands. Before I finish, the theme of the COP is protecting wetlands for a common future. I really recognize what the women were doing there today, and I was particularly inspired by what Madam Sivanda was talking about, that because the wetland has been conserved, we have water to grow some food, to be able to sell some food, to be able to have money in our pockets to pay school fees to take children to the hospital. They're even contributing food to the hospital. We're giving back in our communities. This, for me, is the joy of wetlands, the joy of women, the joy of water. Amanzi, ameshi. I really want to congratulate you, my big sisters. What I am seeing here, I am inspired. I will go back to Switzerland tomorrow really recharged and ready to return with the world for COP15. And I will be so happy to see people coming to visit here what I have seen. I don't even want to share the pictures to the world. I want them to come and witness firsthand.
Thank you very much, Director of Ceremonies. Matebelele North Woye! Likona ini! Linjani! Ngiyabonga, ngizathanda ukuthi ngilibingelele lonke bese ngibingelela umongameli wethu uDr. Idim Nangagwa namhlanje melwe lapha nguMinister weDefense umama uChairman weZANU-PF weparty yethu uHonorable OCZ Chinkuri Kashiri engizathi ngimbethe ngibeke njalo uSecretary General wethu oweRamsar Convention on Wetlands osanda bingelela kathesi uDr. Msonda bese ngiphakamisa njalo uMinister wethu of State emelwe lapha nguPermanent Secretary wakhe uMiss Ncube lo Deputy Minister wethu we-Environment in absentia Honorable Paraza journalist le parliamentarian portfolio committee yethu imelwe lapha ngama honorable members abakanjiweyo, honorable members of our portfolio committee siyalamukela. Thank you for coming. Civil society, lama corporate entities wonke lapha, representatives of faith-based, the media, bese ngisithi manene lamanenekazi. Bantu bakithi sibuthene lapha namhlanje ngenxa yamaxhaphozi. Sibuthwelelwe lixhaphozi leKasibo lapha eWange. Amaxhaphozi ke aqhakathekile upresident wethu uthi kasiwaqhakathekise. Ngizalinxusa lonke lingakabuyeli ezindaweni zenu ukuthi liyebona izimanga ezila. Ixhaphozi lalifile libotshwa zinkomo kungelamanzi komile. Uema yabuya yethunywa ngupresident uIdim Nangagwa bayifaka ifence. Basebenza njalo lamanye ama-NGOs lani zakhamizi 200 abantu bakha idamu yafenswa ixhaphozi leliyana. Namhlanje inkomo ziyanatha amanzi ayampompoza kulamadama amabili anatha exhaphozini lonelo. Njalo kule nyosi esezikhona balemkoko eyi-80 bese besiba njalo lenhlanzi kuyalinywa kuyadliwa lapha eKasibo ngenxa yexhaphozi. She became ZANU-PF Politburo member in 1987 to 2000 as Deputy Secretary of the Women's League. She later became Secretary of Health. She then became Secretary of Gender and Culture and served as the Secretary of the Women's League. At a government level, our guest of honor has served in various portfolios, which includes Deputy Minister, and also includes the Minister of the Governor of Manicaland, the Minister of Women Affairs, Gender and Community Development, the Minister of Higher and Tertiary Education, and the Minister of Environment, Water and Climate, so I'm learning a lot from her. And in October 2018, she became the Minister of Defense and the War Veterans, the first female minister to hold such a portfolio in Zimbabwe. And I think also in Africa yonke.
And on the legacy actions being undertaken to protect and restore our wetlands. The COP15 meeting gives impetus to the desire to build strong international cooperation and guaranteeing that the protection of wetlands remains a global priority for our common future. As I conclude, I appeal to the contracting countries around the world to participate in the COP15 meeting, which is presenting a significant opportunity to further our dialogue on global wetland issues and also strengthen our collaborative efforts towards sustainable wetland management practices. I'm equally proud that we will be hosting you in Victoria Falls, one of the 7 wonders of the world, and one of our 7 national Ramsar sites. We are indeed excited to welcome you to converse and contribute positively towards global wetland protection initiatives. The future of our wetlands is in our hands, and so is our future. Therefore, let us protect wetlands for our common future. Value wetlands, protect wetlands, inspire others to value and protect wetlands. Ilizwe lakhiwa, libuswe lihulekelwe ngabanikazi balo. Nyika inowakwa igotongwa, igonamatigwa newe newayo. No one can do it for us except ourselves. Together, we can do it. Ombera yenyu zvakanaka. Mwanengere mulungu nyaranyara. Ndauya all the way kubva uko kuHarare kutumwa naPresident wenyu wanokukoshesai. President wenyu ari kutaura kuti maprograms ake haasi kusiya kana munhu 1 kana community kana 1, yese community inomukoshera. Ndosaka wauya pano President zuva renhasi kuti awe nemi akoshese basa ramuri kuita pano rasimudza naSecretary General weRamsar Convention yema-wetlands kuti auye pano. Munokosha zvikuru, chimbozviomberera imaoko. Endi munodadisa. Hamusi kuzikanwa chete muno muZimbabwe, asi nyika dzese dzepasi. Our Secretary General wauya kunozvionera. Wanga wachiudzwa nana Mainyoni wasingadairi. Wafadzwa zvandisati ndaona nezviitiko zvepano. Munodadisa, zviombererei zvakare maoko. Ndatenda kuti pano pane madzimambo, pane members of parliament. Ndinodaira kuti hatina kuuya kunopemberera chete, asi kuuya kunodzidza nekukopa kuti tingazviitawo sei chinhu chakanaka kudai kunzvimbo kwenyu. Kwete seproject asi kuti kuunza upenyu munharaunda yenyu. Tisu tiri kudestroya nyika yedu. Kunze hakuchanayi, taane madrought. Gore rapera takaita drought risati ramboonekwa in 43 years. Tiri kutema miti, tiri kupisa uswa, tiri kuita river bank cultivation, tiri kudestroya environment yedu. Patakazvarwa isu rwizi rwaiwerera, taienda kukuzva mvura howe mumanzizi, iko zvino hakuchina. Hakuna munhu akabva kuimwe nyika kunodestroya. Tisu taitema miti yacho, tisu takaita zvese. Hakuna munhu anogadzirisa nzvimbo kupfuura munhu wakadestroya nzvimbo, nekuti unoziva madestroyer akazviita, unoziva neresolution. Ndinofara kuti wauya mwaona kuti zvinogonekwa, zvamunokanganisa munokwanisa kuzvigadzirisa mukasiya future yakanaka yevana wenyu. Zvataona pano project yakanaka kurima, fisheries, zvese zviri kuitwa pano zvinhu zvinoonekwa kudzimwe nzvimbo muregion 1 asi zviri muno muregion 5. Ndatoshamawo neni kuti iregion 5 here kana kumusha kwangu kunonaya mvura hakuna project yakanaka kudai. Makakomborerwa nenjere kufunga kunopfuura wazhinji wanofunga, vamwe vari kuvaka dzimba mumawetlands. Toita mafloods anetsa ari kuuraya vanhu, achiweredza vanhu. Kuchimani-mani kwakafa vanhu 600 zvisati zvamboonekwa, nekuti vanhu vakungogara pese pese. Hazvinhu zvatatisikaoni mafloods. Saka ndati pandiri kuenda kuna president, ndiri kuenda nesoko rinodadisa rinokusimudzirai pamusoro-soro. Ndiri kupedzesera ndichiti president wenyu wakaona kuti hungu kune project iri kudadisa kudai, asi munoda kutora zvinhu zvenyu muchiendesa kuVic Falls kunotengesera, muchienda nazvo kuBulawayo kunotengesera. Mugore rino budget rakaiswa padivi kugadzirisa road yenyu yekubva kuBite Bridge kusvika Vic Falls. Nekuti irodi inokosha. Shefu wari kufarazve zvakanyanya nekuti project yedu yedhamu riri kufambira mberi, rekuti tisupply Bulawayo, mvura ichienda inenge ichidiridzira ese mawards anopfuura neproject. Dhamu racho rinonzi chizviya Gwai Shangani, inezve mari yakaiswa padivi yekuti dhamu iroro ripere, kuitira kuti hatisi kutaura mawetlands chete asi maprojects akawanda. President wane maprojects akawanda ekuno kuMat North. Ndinoda kuti Second Republic nevision 2030 hatisati tamboona development yakadaro. Muri kuona nenyaya yemagetsi zvakare, kuno magetsi ari kugadzirwazve necoal, kuitira kuti zvichasvika kuti maakurima muchada magetsi zvakare kuti muashandise muchidiridzira chezviri kuitika parupana. Saka president wedu NDS yake food security, infrastructural development, nyaya the social sector, wachitarisa education, health, zvese vari kuzvimhanyisa kusvika pasel pavari kuitazve nyaya dzema-village business units. Saka ndinoti makorokoto imi makomborerwa kuward 9 pakasibo wetland pane vanhu vakaropafadzwa ndimwari, rambai muchitungamira. Tinombozwa kuti wise men from the east, handina shuwa nazvo. Ndakuona kuti wise men from the north. Tachinja zuva renhasi.
We say no. Building on wetlands. We say no. Toti kwete. Aiwa kwete. Farming on wetlands. We say no. Building on wetlands. We say no. Toti kwete. Aiwa kwete. Let's preserve our wetlands. Let's manage. Let's restore value and love our wetlands. City high ewa Kenya makaposini. Aslondolozeni amakaposi. Taura ya upenyu, taura ya ramangwana. Yeah. Farming on wetlands. We say no. Building on wetlands. We say no. Toti kwete. Aiwa kwete. Farming on wetlands. We say no. Building on wetlands. We say no. Toti kwete. Aiwa kwete. Farming on wetlands. We say no. Building on wetlands. We say no. Toti kwete.